Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Hookster Talks. Yes, we are live with the bestest bear of them all, Mr. TB himself. Wait for everyone, TB. Oh, wait, there's no one watching right now. There's no one watching, TB. What are we going to do, TB? What are we going to do? Well, there's only one thing we can do, isn't it? Striptease show. Da, 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 boom, boom, da, 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 boom, boom, da, 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 boom, da, 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 boom. See, you don't get a naked bear anywhere else on YouTube. No, just on the Hookster Talks. We've got a naked TB bear. Look in all his glory. Look, even his little willy's hanging. Oh, he hasn't got a little willy. But if he had a little willy, that would be hanging out as well, wouldn't it? But no, yes. This is what will get the punters in, TB. Yes, naked TB. Come on, you baskets. Come on, you baskets. Yes. Anyway, I have to apologise today because I've got this terrible sore neck I have. Yes, just right about there. Right about there. I was playing F1 2021 last night and this damn bloody Red Bull came out of nowhere. And hit me right on my halo. It did. And I've had this sore neck ever since. Yeah. Oh, God. Something chronic it is, TB, isn't it? Yeah. TB put some Voltarol on it last night, but it really hasn't made much difference. I might even have to go and see some kind of specialist. What do you reckon, TB? Yeah? A specialist? What's that? A head doctor? No, I don't need a head doctor. What's the matter with you? I'm perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. Yes. That's why I'm on YouTube right now talking to a stuffed bear. Because I'm perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. Okay, then. Here's the TB. Here's the TB. Here's the TB. Anyway, how is everyone doing today? Hope you're all having a fantastic Thursday. Yeah, I had a fantastic morning this morning. Yes, I had the delivery from Iceland, and the baskets. I'll tell you, if you live in the UK right now, things are not good in the world of shopping. Yes, not good due to the fact that there's no delivery drivers. And so what I do now is, because the order, half the stuff is missing when it comes to you. So what I do now is I actually go on the site literally 2 minutes before the order has to be placed to make sure it's all there. And it was all there last night, just before midnight. And then they pick the order 2 hours later and there's bits missing. And I'm like, how can it be 2 hours later and there's bits missing? It's unbelievable. So I had to go around my local shop, which is just around the corner. Yeah, so I went round there, but I have to wait till open at 6 o'clock. And I had the Iceland man coming between 6 and 8. And I thought, well, there'll be plenty of time. He never gets until 7:30. I come back from the local shop and there's the Iceland man outside banging on my door going, "Oi, what you doing, you bastard?" I'm like, oh dear, Davey's made the balls up. So yes, that was very exciting this morning. Very exciting indeed. TB loved it, didn't you, TB? Yes, you loved watching me hobble down the road at walk factor 9 trying to catch up to the Iceman man before he left without delivering my shopping. But thankfully he did, because he just left it on the doorstep and then ran off. Ran off, he did. Yes, he ran off. Oh, TB's getting excited now. We got 2 viewers. Oh, his little nervous twitch is going out. That's step it, TB. Stop it now. Stop it. Behave yourself. I know we got 2 viewers. I know, just don't get too excited. Just calm down. And yes, we know you're still naked. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Dun, 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 dun. Shall I start dancing? I think I have to go out and start dancing in a minute. Shall I start dancing? Or as Russell Crowe said in The Gladiator, "Are you not entertained? Well, apparently not, because there's only 2 viewers. Yes, only 2 viewers. I think everyone's asleep on a Thursday, or perhaps they've looked at the link and they've already watched 3 previous episodes of Hookster Talks and gone, "Oh God, not that bloody old geezer again with his stupid bloody bear. Not him. I just can't. No, I just can't suffer him anymore. I just really can't." And they've clicked off. Do you reckon that's what it is? Mm-hmm. Now I know how Dominic Orlando feels when he's broadcasting his Final Fantasy 27, and there's no one actually watching. I feel your pain, Dominic. I feel your pain. I really do. Yes. Oh, sad times, DB. Sad times indeed. Anyway, hello to my two viewers. Welcome along. I'm just sitting here talking to myself, basically. Feel free to come into the chat to say hello, my two viewers, because there's no one else around at the moment. Yes, I don't know what's happening tonight, but Davey's popularity has dipped to an all-time low. An all-time low. Well, it wasn't very high to start with, to be honest, but now we've got 3 viewers. Now TV's getting fucking excited, aren't you, TV? Yes, you big, beautiful, sexy bear. Look at him. Look at him. Look at this bear. Look. I'll tell you what, he still smells good as well. He still smells good. We're going to stick you in the washing machine soon, though. Don't say no. Don't say no. You love it in the washing machine, don't you? You don't? Oh, well, never mind. We only stick you in there for 15 minutes. A 15-minute quick wash in the washing machine, just so that, his arms and legs don't fall off otherwise, because, no heat either, is it? No, it's just cold water. Yes, cold water. But some of that beautiful, lovely fabric conditioner just to go on your old skin there to make you all soft and fluffy like the beautiful, sexy bear that you are, TB. Yes, the beautiful, sexy bear that you are. Oh, yes. My little boy. Yeah. Yeah. We've just lost a viewer, TB. We've just lost a viewer now. We're down to 2 now. 2 viewers. Oh, my goodness. This is just disastrous, isn't it? Disastrous. Absolutely disastrous. I mean, I'm going to have to say something controversial to try and get the punters in soon. Yes, what should we say, TB? Oh, not Lewis again. Not Lulu again. Bum, 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 bum. Should we get you dressed? Oh, you don't want to get dressed? No, we can't get TB dressed because we need naked bears at the moment because things are not going well in the streaming. No. 2 viewers. Hello to you two. Give a wave to the 2 viewers. They seem to be anonymous. Anonymous. Yes. Anonymous. Yes. Oh, we have someone. We have someone in the chat. Greg McPherson. Hello, sir. Evening to the Hookster. It's not quantity, it's the quality of the views. That's very true, Greg. Very true indeed. It's the quality of the views. If you consistently got 2 people watching you, you can't go wrong. Anyway, hello, Mr. Greg McPherson. Well done and welcome to the stream. You get a special wave from a naked TB the bear. Look at him. Look, special wave. Yes. You little bastard, aren't you? You little bastard. You little bastard. You sexy little bastard. Yes, yes, yes. Anyway, I hope you're doing okay, Greg. Oh, look at this. TB's got his tag in front of his head. We can't have that, can we? There you go. Anyway, yes. So, how is everyone doing today? We've got a little tiny bit of a break now before the next Grand Prix. Evening, Squire. Good waving. Thank you very much. Yes. TB loves a wave, don't you? Yes. You want to see what else he does with his right hand at night. Steady now, TB. Steady. Steady. Oh, my, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I'll tell you. Oh, my God. My laundry bill is just getting to epidemic levels now. It really is. Yes. You dirty little bugger. You dirty little bugger, aren't you? Yes. He really is. Yes, he likes to go on that, what's it called? Bearder. I don't know what it is. It's the bear equivalent of Grinder, I think it is, isn't it? You dirty little bugger. You dirty little bugger. Yes, that's what he likes to do with his evenings, don't you, TB? Dirty boy, dirty boy. Anyway, so if anyone's watching this stream later on a replay, get your predictions in for the next Grand Prix. I don't even know where we are. Where are we? I don't know. It's time to go to Google, Dave. Time to go to Google. Let's do that. F1 2021 season calendar. Don't forget that bit. Calendar. Yes, you don't get this quality entertainment on Tomo F1. You really don't. Here we go. Season calendar. Yes, I accept the cookies. Please shut up. Oh, it's Russia for the next Grand Prix. Russia. Wowzers. On the 24th to the 26th of September. Now, what's going to happen there, do you reckon? Do you reckon there's going to be another crash? Yeah. Do you think Lewis and Maxi Boy is going to have another tremendous crash into turn one? Well, I happen to be quite a good authority on crashes at Russia into turn one. Yes. Well, in fact, you do, driving my car in that fateful league race in 2016. Little bugger. And so are we going to get another crash? Are we going to get another crash? Well, I hope so, because, I mean, this is going to turn into a crash every race season. I'm sure it is. Oh, we got a like as well. Thank you very much, whoever that was who liked the video. Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, are we going to have a crash between Lewis, who's got a sore neck? He's got a sore neck. Oh, poor Lulu. Poor Lulu's got sore neck, everyone. Yeah, he might have to get some specialist help. Yeah, yeah. Judging by the other day, it looks like she's about 27 and likes to wear leotards outside. Yes, maybe that's the specialist help he's getting these days. Yes, shut up, TV. So we got Russia. Yes, we got Russia for the next Grand Prix. And then let's just look at the calendar, because they still have a race here that they, yeah, look, there you go. 19th of November is still to be confirmed. So we've got no idea where we're going on the 19th of November. But after Russia, we've got Turkey, which unfortunately is not going to be on the F1 2021 game, because they've said, no, you're too late, mate. We're not building it now. It's too late. Have you got any idea? Have you got any idea how long it takes us to build circuits? Any idea at all? Yes. All right, it takes us at least a year, even though someone on a set of Corsa can make one in about 24 hours. But yes, it takes at least a year. So no Turkey for F1 2021. I haven't even gone around Portimao yet, because I know that's... I love the way that, it's one track every month. I mean... Well done, Codemasters. Well done. And of course, we're going to get the F2 2021 cars that no one's really interested about, are they really? No. It's only going to be the liveries they're going to change, isn't it? Yes, in December, is it? October? November? I can't remember. Anyway, we've got Portimao now. Yes! And then next month, at the generosity of Codemasters' hearts, we've got Imola. Yes! And then following that, the new circuit in Saudi Arabia. Yes. Which is probably going to get here just before the actual race in Saudi Arabia. Yes. But that'll be good. Hello, Mr. Daft Cousins. I can see Max changing his engine at Russia with the free-place grid drop already. Yes, I can see that as well. That would probably be his best idea. And then hopefully he can stay further back from Lewis, and we won't get any more of the shenanigans that we had in this last race. Yes, at Monza. Yes, what a great race that was, wasn't it? Let's put you down for a minute, TB, because we finally got some punters in. Oh my god, a bit slow tonight, but there you go. We're all here now. It's the moaning Yorkshireman. God, you're such a vagina, Dave. That's me. Dear. Anyway, hello, sir. And if you notice, your little emoji has changed color, which means you are now an official 1 month and how many days it is subscriber to the Hookster is Jesus joining thing. Yeah, I don't even know what it's about, but it's a joining thing. And feel free to join, everyone. It's 99p a month, which is pretty much the bargain of the century. And if you join for 99p a month, you will get, next to your name in any of my comments on my videos or live streams, you will get a blue badge. It's not a disabled badge, so you won't get any free parking in Tesco. So don't start thinking that's what you can't take your tablet with you and say, hey, look, mate, look, I've got a blue badge. Does that mean I get free parking? No? Oh, you bugger. So yeah, it's not that kind of blue badge, but yes, straight away you get a blue badge. And after 30 days, if you consistently become a member, yes. And I'd just like to point out that you can leave at any time. It's very, very easy, apparently. You just press leave. Yes. So it's not really a lifetime commitment. You know, you're not signing on the dotted line for a 25-year mortgage. No, it's not that sort of thing at all. It's hello or goodbye. Yes. So after 30 days, your emoji will then turn green. I know. Bargain of the century. Who would have thought it? Who would have thought it? But there you go. It's genius. Other people charge £5 a month on some of their channels, which I've been noticing recently. £5 a month. And all you get is a half a dozen emojis. They don't change colour though, not like mine do after a month. They don't change colour. No. Only on here do you get them to change colour after 30 days. Don't ask me about the one after green because I haven't got that far yet. I've only made two. So if you last 3 months, I don't know. Perhaps it goes back to blue again. But yeah, don't start complaining now, okay, that you're not going to get a badge every month because do you know how long they take to make them badges? I mean, I had to do them on that free paint.net program and everything, and they have to be sized. Oh, it takes forever. So don't start complaining if you're not going to get a different color badge for the month free. Okay, it might go back to blue again. I'm not sure. Maybe it'd be worth finding out to see if it does go back to blue again. Or maybe not. Who knows? Greg McPherson says, do we think we will see a Formula E game out, or am I way behind the times and actually it's already out? I don't remember seeing anything about a Formula E game. Hang on, my computer's telling me. These extensions may be dangerous because it contains malware. Ooh, better not open them then. Right. Formula E game. Let's have a look on Mr. Google. Is there any Formula E games? Apparently not. No. But there is a Formula E DLC pack for the awesome R Factor 2 that features the Gen 2 cars. And you can jump into the electric cars in Forza Motorsport 7. But that's available on the Xbox, so we won't bother doing that, will we? And I'm pretty sure there's some electric cars on, is it Project Cars 3? I'm pretty sure there is. I seem to remember. Possibly. Don't quote me on it. But I think, and actually people are saying that Formula E needs its own official game. Yes. Come on, Codemasters, get your finger out. Get us a Formula E game. I think that'd be quite interesting, actually. Make a change, won't it? From Grid 27 or whatever it's going to be called. Grid Legends. Yeah. Well done. My glasses have gone all steamed up now. Can't see properly. La 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 la. Do you know I can't see anything without my glass? You know, when I was a wee nipper, I'm going to leave them off for a minute. Now, I'm looking now and I seriously can't see anything. Absolutely anything at all. It's really, really bad. In fact, how little I can see right now using my own eyes. Oh, I sound a bit like Darth Vader. Luke, take the mask off. Take the mask off. But you'll die. Nothing can prevent that. Now, for once, let me see you with my own eyes. Anyway, yeah, I can't see anything. Now, when I was a wee nipper in my 20s, I had what they call 20/20 vision. I've got to put my glasses back on because it's really screwing my eyes up. That's better. I can see everything. I can see. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. Saints preserve us. Yes. So when I was a nipper, I had what they call 20/20 vision, which is pretty much perfect vision. And I went to see an optician once, and he said, "Yeah, don't come back to me for 20 years." That was when I was in my 20s, so I didn't go back because I didn't need to. But I slowly, once reached about 45, noticed that the eyes were going, and I have to say that since perfect vision, the eyes have deteriorated rapidly. Yes, I'm going to need binoculars soon. big, big glasses like that. Ooh, fantastic. Is Ricardo back? Good question, Matt. Good question. Possibly, but to be honest, I think that was a little bit of a fluke. I just think that it was like perfect circumstances in that race at Monza. That's what I think, but not to take it away from McLaren. They did an absolutely perfect job there. And of course, they have got the Mercedes engine, which is very, very powerful indeed. So they did very, very well. But I'm not quite sure that they're back. I mean, the last race, I do remember in the last Hookster talks, I think it was, which might have been last week's one. I'm not quite sure, which was before the Monza race. I remember that I said that it's such a shame that McLaren are slipping back down the field and ending up as mid-runners again. Yes. Well done, Dave. Well done indeed. What a plum. So, yeah, they did very well, but I'm not quite sure that it's the start of a resurgence for McLaren. I'm pretty sure in the next race in Russia, they'll be pretty much back to their 5th and 6th finishing position. It was quite a bizarre race and how it sort of all panned out, I think, which just for once went in McLaren's favour. But I don't think it will continue. I don't think it will anyway. But we will see. We will see. I loved it when Lando said over the radio, "Tell him to go faster. Tell him to go faster." Reminded me of 1998. Yes, that famous race in Spa with Damon Hill and Ralph Schumacher. If anyone remembers that, Ralph Schumacher in the rain was catching Damon. Oh my God, such a fast pace. It was unbelievable. And Damon came over the radio and said, now listen, are we going to be sensible here? Or are we going to risk taking each other off and ending up with no points? Because they were running 1-2, you see. And I think Eddie Jordan turned around and said, no, said to Ralph, just keep your position, because we want to end the race with a 1-2 and not, as he said, take each other off. So there you go. Moaning Yorkshireman said, I'd love a Formula E game. Sadly, not out yet, or any talks about it as far as I know. Forza Motorsport have a couple of FE team cars in the game, but not a proper game, of course. Yes. Well, there you go. Everyone, petition now. We want a Formula E game. That's what we want. A Formula E game. Fantastic. Fantastic indeed. So there you go. That's basically the Formula One news so far. Monza was a great race, despite the fact that Lewis ended up with a red ball on top of his head. Oh, come on. He's, he's grandstanding. He really is, Lewis, now. He's grandstanding. Oh, it really hurt my neck. It did. It really hurt my neck. He's got a helmet on. He had the halo all around him. He's got the hands device to stop, your neck anyway. God's sake. He's a top flight sportsman anyway. In the gym every day for 4 hours. Surely it didn't hurt him that much. Sorry, I don't believe it. I just don't believe that it hurt him that much. It just can't have done. I'm sure he's fine. Hello, Mr. Helium Trophy. And then we'll want a Formula Extreme E game. Yes, that's what we'll want. That's what we want. What we want, everyone, is... I'm going to say it. I don't get too excited, okay? Don't get too excited. What we want, really, what everyone wants, I do believe, especially with the season currently going on at the moment, what we want... Calm down, everyone. Calm down now. Are you ready for this? What we want is Toka 4. All right. Calm your tits. And before you say, what's he on about? What's he on about? Toka 4. Toka 4. Yes, we want a true successor to Toka World Touring Car on the PS1. If anyone remembers that. The first 3 games in the Toka series. Yeah, we want a successor to that. Only, of course, on the latest consoles and featuring the current season that we got right now. That's what we need, Codemasters. Forget about your grid legends. We want Toka 4. Now, I have heard that there's supposed to be a Toka game, but it seems to have disappeared off the planet because I've not heard any more about it. Let's go to Google, in fact, and see if there's any more, because it seems to, it's not being made by Codemasters, is it? Um, that's what I heard. Toka game. I've got nothing on here at all about it. Just about the original. Yeah, so of course we had Toka Touring Car Championship in 1997. That was the pinnacle of Codemasters. Basically, that was such a great game. Really was, really a great game. I just love the difficulty level on it as well. Unlike today, where you can keep turning it down, turn it up, turn it down, turn it up. There was no difficulty level. No, it had a variable difficulty level. First few races on Toka Touring were really, really easy, which is just what you needed. So you could get yourself into the game, the handling and whatever, and that was perfect. And then gradually, as the races went on, it got harder and harder and harder. And that, to me, is a perfect racing game. That's a perfect racing game. It's exactly what you need, a game like that. Unfortunately, they spoiled it a little bit in Toka 2, where you had to score 15 points every single round. Otherwise, you get chucked out, which you didn't have to do in Toka Touring Car 1. So that was a little bit disappointing to me. But then, of course, they did have difficulty levels as well. So you had easy, medium, and hard. So you could sort of balance it out a little bit. So that wasn't too bad. But then, of course, we had Toka World Touring Cars. Yes, which I do believe didn't have any difficulty level either. No, it's just as before. It just started easy and got harder. And that was a great game. But that's what we need. We need a follow-up to Toka World Touring Cars. Yes, a true next-gen follow-up to that, featuring all the cars in this year's championship, or last year's. That'll be all right. Nobody really cares, do they? But yeah, that's what we need. But sadly, I think those days are gone. Moans more than a highly paid porn star. Yes, he does, old Lulu, doesn't he? He does moan a lot. He really does. He was just pissed because Max didn't go and check and see if he was all right. But he did exactly the same at Silverstone. He didn't check. Well, he couldn't check because he was still driving the car. But I mean, all right. I did hear him over the radio asking if Max was okay. So to say that he didn't do anything is not correct. But who knows? I think it was a bit of tit for tat myself, tit for tat. And of course, he was at that gala show, wasn't he? Dressed up in his tablecloth or whatever it was, tea towel. I don't know. My mum's got one of those. She brings it out every Christmas to put the turkey on. It's brilliant. It really is. I don't know why they spend all that money on that. I mean, they could have just borrowed my mum's tablecloth. Yeah, they could have just borrowed that because it would have been far cheaper. Because she is very cheap indeed. Yeah, she'd have only charged them £1 for the whole evening to use her tablecloth. She really would have done. So I don't know. I don't get why they had to do that. But yeah, so he's doing that at a gala event, and then in one sentence, and then in the other sentence, he's saying, "Oh, my neck hurts really bad. I'm going to see a specialist." You see, this is where people say that Lewis is hypocritical. He says one thing, and of course, he's caught because he has a lot of activities outside of Formula One. He's caught doing something else, and then it's like, caught ya. So there's not a lot he can do about that, is he? But I'm sure, as a top flight sportsman that he is, that he's absolutely fine. I don't think he might just have a little twinge in the neck. I mean, I've seen lots of videos about the incident, and I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it from the wrong angle, but it didn't look that bad, to be honest. I mean, it would have been very bad if it hadn't been for the halo, but the halo, it didn't. I mean, he probably just got a little whack on the noggin, but I really didn't see that it was that much of a problem. How many years has Lewis signed with Mercedes? Do we think he'll retire when that time ends? I do believe he signed for 3 years now, so he's got 2 more years to go. So that's 2022 and 2023. And I believe after that, he will retire. I can't see Lewis Hamilton um, going into. I've said this before, but a lot of the old timers, because Lewis will be an old timer by then. I think he's 36 now, isn't he? So yeah, a lot of the old timers in the end of their careers, they used to go into cars like Jordans or Saubers in their final years because they weren't sort of top flight anymore. But I can't see Lewis doing that. I really, really can't. I mean, to be honest, the only team left for Lewis now that he could sort of, you know, achieve in, I think, is Ferrari. But I don't think Ferrari would want Lewis Hamilton, to be honest, when he's on the downturn. I can't see it. Really can't. But I mean, that's the only team really. I mean, he's driven for McLaren, which was his dream team from when he was only 8 years old, and he went up to Ron Dennis, didn't he, and said, "I'm going to drive for you. Yeah, I'm going to drive for you." And Ron Dennis turned around and said, "Fuck off, little bastard! Trying to eat me dinner here, mate. Trying to eat me dinner. Fucking little kid telling me fucking shit like that." So yeah. So I can't see Lewis continuing in the sport. I think the only way to continue is at Mercedes if they give him another contract. But I think the most they'd give him after 2023 would be another year. I really, I can't see them committing to another 3-year contract. And he's going to be like, what, 39, 40 years old? That's just, no, that's not going to happen. So, yeah, I think he'll just retire. He's already said, I remember reading the other day that he's got lots and lots of things that he's doing on the go outside of Formula One. So he's not going to be hard pressed to do any of those. I mean, he might start his own fashion line. Did I say that out loud? Yeah, but he might do that, and anything like that is what Lewis will do. But he'll definitely retire. He's going to retire, I think, with Mercedes. He's definitely not going to. He's not going to do a Valtteri Bottas anyway, and do a 3-year deal at Alpha and be like Kimi Raikkonen, still driving around at 42. Because there's no point for Lewis, because he's a 7 times world champion. So there'd be no point in driving around. If he did that, then that would finally prove to everyone that he was only actually really in the sport for the money. It was nothing to do about championships or anything like that. So yeah, I think he'll just give up, retire, and say, "Yep, I'm out of here. I'm out of here." Yes. Da, da, da. Name your top 3 best drivers of the current F1 grid. Oh my goodness, current F1 grid. Top 3. That's a tough one, isn't it? That's a tough one. It really is. Let's look at the drivers a minute, because sometimes I forget their names. F1 2021 drivers. I don't really, but unless I've got it in front of me, I forget because. Right, here we go. Here we go. Top drivers. Yuki Tsunoda. Now, I think he could be a top 3. Joking. He was so surprised that he got a contract again, wasn't he? Or keep crashing. Duh. Pierre Gasly. He's a good driver. I wouldn't put him in the top 3, but he's pretty decent. Now, of course, Maxi Boy Verstappen. Yes. Now, he is a good driver. But would I put him in the top 3? I don't know. I really don't know. Possibly. Now, of course, in the top 3, we've got to have Lewis Hamilton. There's no ins or outs of that. It's got to be Lewis. So I've got 2 more drivers to pick, have I? Nikita Mazepin. He could be a top 3 easily. Yes. Mick Schumacher. No, unfortunately not. Both of them just haven't done enough to be in a top 3. Robert Kubica we can't count because he's only sort of reserving for Kimi Raikkonen with his COVID. Antonio Giovinazzi, he's not bad. He's not bad, but definitely not top 3 potential. Also, we've got Sebastian Vettel. He hasn't done bad at Aston. Hasn't done bad. He certainly hasn't done terrible, and he certainly seems to have done a lot better than he did at Ferrari in the last year. But I do believe his last year at Ferrari he wasn't even trying, to be honest, because he knew he was out of contract. So he went. So that's fair enough. So he's done better. Nicholas Latifi. Now he's done pretty much nothing, has he really, in Williams? I know George Russell's there, and that's quite a daunting task to try and have sort of parity with George Russell, but he still hasn't done anything, has he? Still hasn't done anything. He hasn't shone through. Esteban Ocon, now ever since he got his 3-year contract renewal, not done a lot, has he really? Not done a lot. No. Now, George Russell, I would put him in the top 3, but unfortunately, being a Williams, he's got no chance to sort of show what he can actually do. So he would be a potential for next year. But at the moment, I can't put him in the top 3, no. So at the moment, we've only got Lulu. We've only got Lulu. With Maxi Boy, possibly. Now we've got Fernando Alonso. Yes, I couldn't put him in the top 3 either because he's done okay, but he hasn't done brilliantly. Lance Stroll, once again, he's a midfield man, isn't he? You know, you can't complain about his driving whatsoever, really, this season anyway. But he hasn't done enough not to put him in a top 3. Now on to Carlos Sainz Jr. at Ferrari. He's not exactly had a stellar season either. But then, of course, I don't think that's his fault. I think, once again, the Ferrari car is just not up to snuff. It's not up to snuff. So, yes. Sergio Perez. Now, if Sergio Perez could get that car working how it should do, he could be a top 3. But unfortunately, he's just having a lot of problems. So, yeah. Charles Leclerc. Now, as far as I'm concerned, Charles Leclerc is horribly overrated. I've never had any kind of rating for Charles Leclerc anyway, so I certainly wouldn't put him in the top 3. I just think he's horribly overrated. So, no. So then we've got Valtteri Bottas. Would I put him in the top 3? Well, he's done some decent races this year, and he has shown consistency. But unfortunately, he's got the Lewis problem, which is a big problem. So, yeah, I don't know if I could put Valtteri in the top 3. Lando Norris. I'll tell you what, my second choice is going to be Lando Norris because he has done very well this year in the McLaren. And I'd definitely put him in top 3. So I'd put, who was the other one I had? Lulu. I'm going to put Lando Norris as number 3 out of the top 3 because he has done very, very well indeed. Lewis Hamilton will go into second place. So who is going to go into first position in my top 3? Of course, we've only got one left, and that's Daniel Ricciardo. Now, that would be an easy choice because of his win, but unfortunately, you've got to judge it on the whole of the season. And so far, Daniel Ricciardo has had a meh of a season. He really has. He's been seriously outperformed by his teammates. So I couldn't do it. So I'm going to go the safe option and pick Max Verstappen, unfortunately. But there you go. There's my top 3 drivers at the moment in Formula 1. Thank you, Matt. Greg McPherson says, yes, Toka all the way. Yes, Toka 4. You heard it here first. Now petition your local government or Boris Johnson if you want to go that high. Yeah, just petition him and send a letter to Boris and say, Boris, we need Toka 4 and we need it right now. That's what we need. Bring back the classics also. Rydell and his awesome Volvo 850. Yes, Ricard Rydell, that's what we want. I used to love that Volvo 850. Like a bloody tank it was. Absolutely perfect. That's what we want. That's what we want. Toka 4. Now, before anyone starts complaining about that and say, well, what about Toka Race Driver and 2 and 3? Yes, they were very good games, but they weren't really Toka games. They weren't, because I mean, Toka 1, you had the story of Ryan McKean, and then the other 2 was just you as an anonymous driver with your engineer shouting things at you for the next 2 games. But they really weren't sort of follow-ups to Toka. The name was still there, Toka Race Driver, but they weren't really true sequels to those original 3 games on the PS1. So that's what we need, Toka 4. Get on with it. Whoever's developing games, just get on with it. Stop all these remasters, for cock's sake. Why? Okay, I'm going to go on a rant now, so behave yourselves. Why the fuck would you want to remaster Uncharted 4 and its follow-up, which wasn't Uncharted because it didn't have any of the Nathan Drake in it? But why on earth would you want to remaster those two games? They came out on chuffing PS4 anyway. So why would you want to remaster them? Sony, that is deplorable. You're just milking the teats of the general public now as much as you can. That was crazy. There was no need to remaster Uncharted 4. No need whatsoever. There was nothing wrong with the PS4 version. So that was a stupid decision. I've got every respect if you've got something like an old PS1 game, with the really bad graphics, if you want to remaster that. That's a perfect idea. I'd go along with that. But please, Sony, no remastering PS4 games. That is just a step too far now. Step too far. Just leave it alone. There was nothing wrong with it. And you're just milking those teats as much as you can. I think it's possibly because you haven't really got many games coming out. So you're just desperately trying to reinstill your fan base, aren't you? Because Uncharted, that's a popular race series. Uncharted, that's a popular adventure series, isn't it? So we'll milk it. Lots of people like that game, so we'll remaster it. That's what we need. The whole bloody world's gone crazy with remasters. Oh, have you got this? Oh yeah, it's been remastered. Stop it now. Crazy, absolutely crazy. Will F1 says, what the fuck has happened tonight, Dave? I don't know. We've got very little viewership tonight. I think it must be something quite exciting on the telly. Yes, maybe there's some football on. I don't know because I don't watch football. So if I've clashed with the football, I've only got myself to blame. Really, only got myself to blame. Tablecloth. Yeah, it is. That's what that thing looked like that he had on, wasn't it? It's a tablecloth. That's all. Nothing more. Tablecloth. I say my mum's got one of those. Yeah. Every Christmas, get it out, puts a turkey on it. It makes a turkey look nice, all presented and everything. Yeah. Use that. Why don't you discuss my F1 2021 revoked super license, Dave? I could do, but unfortunately underneath that you said bring on TB, Dave. So here he is. Yes. He's got the bare essentials because he's naked. Look at this bear. Look, can you see his penis? No, you can't because he hasn't got one. No. How does he reproduce then without a penis? I don't know. But he seems to do all right, don't you? You dirty little bugger. He's on that bloody Bearder every night. Yeah. It's the bear equivalent of Grinder. Yes. Dirty. I keep telling him these hands are not for what he does with these hands. They really they're for dipping into honey jars and getting the honey out, not for what he does with them. The dirty little bugger. Stop it now. Stop it, TB. Stop it. Just wave to all your fans now. There you go. Whee! Whee! Look, you've come on and I've lost a viewer. Now because it get rid of you then. Put you over there. Greg McPherson says, TB was waving frantically earlier, was slightly concerning. Dave was enjoying it plenty. Yes, I was enjoying it a lot. What do we think of Lando? I think I've just answered that question. So thank you very much, Greg. Will says, my top three can change at various moments for any of these. Verstappen, Hamilton, Vettel, Russell, Leclerc, Norris, Ricciardo, if he keeps up, and perhaps Alonso. Yeah, that's fair comment. The season this year has been very up and down, which is great. I love a season like that. It's boring when there's domination, like 2002 was it with Michael Schumacher? Well, and 2003 and 2004 to be honest. But yeah, you get domination like that, and it's very boring. So yeah, I like it when you get different drivers winning. Spices it up a little bit. Of course, we had it nice and spicy last year, but that was more due to the coronavirus than anything else. But yeah, it seems to be going quite well this year. So well done to all of them. My top 10 this year is Verstappen, Hamilton, Norris, Russell, Gasly, Leclerc, Alonso, Sainz, Ocon in this rough order. Yeah, I'd go along with that. Verstappen has done well. Helium Trophy says, feel better for it. I was watching women's cricket beforehand. Women's cricket? Oh my goodness. I did used to like a bit of women's tennis back in the day. Yes. What was her name? Can't remember her name now, but she was very nice indeed. Yes. Yes. Now stop it, because I'm going back a few years when I wasn't an old man like I am now. Okay. What was her name? Anna Cornickova. That was it. And there was another one as well, which I used to have quite a fondness for. Martina Hingis. That's it. I remember her. Yes. She was very nice to watch playing tennis. Very nice to watch indeed. Yeah, so I used to, during the days of Martina Hingis and Anna Kournikova, who really wasn't the sensation that everyone thought she was. No, she was more a model than a tennis player, to be honest. But I did used to enjoy quite a lot watching Anna Kournikova playing tennis back in the day, and Martina Hingis as well. Yes, she was great. She was great. For feck's sake, TB is naked. Yes, he is. Nice of you to mention that, Will. Yes, TB is naked again. Yes, because we have to have naked bears, otherwise we just go and get the viewers in. Yes. TB is naked. TB is naked. TB, TB, TB. Look at him. Look at that big, beautiful bear. Look at this bear. Look at his little nose. Look at his little nose. Woo, 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 woo. Big, sexy bear. Sexy bear. You know, when we're off camera, I like to do a bit of this. He seems to like it, don't you, TB? See, he's nodding in agreement. He likes it a lot. Put you over there, TB. F1 2003 was a really close season. Yes, it was. A little bit of that was a false closeness, though, due to the fact that they changed the qualifying into something that was absolutely absurd and ridiculous. But yeah, well done to 2003 season. It was pretty decent. Hello, Mr. Poochiehead. Oh, look, he's got the Jesus emoji once again. Well done, sir. He loves that Jesus emoji. That's what you get, everyone, for 99p a month. Have I said it once already? I might have done. Just 99p a month, and you will get Jesus emojis that you can install into the chat. Jesus emojis. You won't get any of that with any of the other big YouTubers like Arava or Tomo F1. You just won't get that. No, only here at Hookster Talk. We got 5 viewers now. Bing on the bear. It's enough for you. Yes, you won't get that anywhere else. So yeah, we got Jesus emojis that you get, and those took me an age to make, absolute bloody age to make, because they have to make them really, really small, really tiny, really tiny. Yes, they took me an age, they really did. Anyway, Poochie Head says, good evening, everyone. Yes, good evening. Chat amongst yourselves, everyone. Everything. Just say hello, hello, hello. Anna Kournikova. Yeah, that was her. Yeah, mine was Amanda. Was it Kutsa? I don't actually remember her. That's disappointing, Dave. Disappointing, but yes. Don't actually remember. I probably did. Probably I was too busy with Martina Hingis and Anna Kournikova to notice, though. But yes, there you go. You should discuss my revoked super license and tell the big F1 choosers to buck up their ideas while you're at it. Big F1 YouTubers, Will says, buck up your ideas. Yes, buck up your ideas and stop. Just, yes. And your revoked super license. Well, we don't need to talk about that, do we? We don't need to talk about that. No. Arava and Tomo, why don't you join in on this Hookster Talks? Well, I'd just like to say, actually, Will, that if Arava or Tomo would like to join Hookster Talks, they are more than welcome. I just have to wait until I can sort the technology out, because I still haven't worked it out how to put other people on the screen yet. But if they'd like to join a Hookster Talks, they're more than welcome, because I would like to talk to Arava and Tomo. Yes, indeed. Yes. I'd like to talk to them about their expert knowledge of Formula One, maybe in a series of questions that they would enjoy to answer. Yes. Yes. And yes, they'll be older than questions from 2010. I can guarantee you that. So yes, I would love to interview both of them. In fact, so if you're watching, however, which I'm sure he is, because he always tunes in to a Hookster Talks while he's actually making his next beautifully crafted Formula One career mode video, probably while he's in the kitchen stirring up some Mange 2, Mange 2, yes, lovely little bit of Mange 2 in the old wok, a little bit of stir fry for however, yes, lovely. So he probably is watching right now. So, however, if you are, then please leave me a DM or whatever it is you big YouTubers do these days. Just leave me a comment, or you can find me everywhere on the internet. I'm not difficult to find, really. So yeah, leave me a message, and I'd love to interview you. Love to interview you. However, that would be great. Da, 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 da. How are you still on YouTube? I have no idea, Josh. No idea whatsoever. I'm just hoping that the reason why is because most of the people that view videos are in the United States and in California, and they just don't fecking know what's going on, to be honest. And they just look at these and go, huh? Huh? What's what's he doing with that bear? What? What? I don't know. I don't know. Shall we let it go? Yeah. I don't know what he's doing. No, neither do I. So that's possibly why I'm still on YouTube. Yes. Now I'm getting messages on my computer. Yes. Go away. Hello, Mr. Scott Barnes. Yes, I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. Moan Yorkshireman says interfering with bears. That's me. I am the bear fiddler. Fiddler on the bear. There you go. Not fiddler on the roof, fiddler on the bear. Yes, that was one of my late porn films from the 1980s. It was quite popular, quite one of my most popular films. But there you go, Fiddler on the Bear. What do you think about that, TB? No, stop that now. We do that later. Do that later. Yes, just leave it now. Leave it. I know. You want Daddy to give you some candy, but no, let's do that later. We'll do that later, okay? You're such a sexy bear. Oh, he is. He really is. Oh, he just oozes sex appeal. Put him over there. Interfering with naked bears as well. Hello, Mr. Chap 92. He says, Dave, with all due respect, you lost your mind completely. Well, when you say lost your mind, that would infer that I had one to start with, and I would have to bring you up on that issue and say that there really wasn't much in there to start with to lose. No, there's like this little pea about that big. That's my brain, and it basically just, it's like the earth. It keeps rotating round and round, and it comes back round again about every 10 days. And that's when I remember what I was actually talking about originally. So yeah, so I start these, and then it starts to rotate around this little pea, and for that period I'm going, then it comes back round to the front again. I'm like, oh, that's right, that's what I was talking about, and I remember again. So that is Dave's brain. Yes, that is it entirely. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Naked bear alert. Absolutely. Just because an altar boy has his clothes on doesn't mean it's okay for a priest to touch him. I quite agree. But as I say every single time, he loves it, really, don't you, TB? No, don't shake your head that way. No, don't shake your head that way. Shake your head that way. That's it. Look, see, he loves it, don't you, TB? Well done, TB. Well done indeed. Yes, he's doing well, aren't you? Yes. No, don't shake it that way. You love it, don't you? Tell the audience how much you love it. See, he loves it. He really. Oh, God. Same with the bear. I know it's ridiculous, but as I say, he loves it. So what can you do? Give the public what they want. Helium Trophy says, Google her and you'll see why. Well, sir, I would do, but that's that's a little bit pervy, isn't it? To sort of Google someone like that. What's her name? Amanda. Spell. I'm getting too excited. Amanda Holden. No, we don't want to put her in, do we? COETZER. Yeah. So as I say, that's a little bit pervy to do something like that. Oh my goodness! Wowzers! Wowzers, me trousers! Oh yes! Oh, bloody hell! That's very interesting to me. Very interesting indeed. Yes. Oh wow. No, I definitely don't remember her at all. Bloody hell. Dave's slipping these days. So there you go. Was it Amanda? Is it Coates? I'm not quite sure. There you go. Feel free to look her up on Google. I'm doing that right now as we speak. Yes. Bloody hell. Oh yes. Yes. Okay. I'm going to put that into my special browser for later. Yes, my special browser. Oh God. Ended up pronouncing it as Kurtzer. Oh, Kurtzer. There you go. Amanda Kurtzer. Yes. Very, very interesting. That's very interesting. I'm sure I'd love to see her tennis prowess. Yes, very much indeed. Very much indeed. Will says, is Tiamat Marduk also? Yes, I love Benjamin Daly. I really do. I get Benjamin Daly on this Hookster Talks right now. I just love him. Yes. Maybe while he's here, he can put another shrimp on the barbie. Oh dear, that joke never gets old. Never gets old, you know. Yes, but yes, if you're watching Benjamin Daly, because I'm sure he is, because he always likes to watch the Hookster Talks while he's making one of his finely crafted esports videos. Yes, finely crafted esports videos. So if you're there, Benjamin Daly, watching this right now, please do send me a direct message or anything really. I mean, I'm everywhere on the internet: Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Pornhub, anywhere like that, and you'll find me. So yeah, send me a message, and I'll interview Benjamin Daly as well, because I'd like to get some fascinating insights into his feelings about Formula One. However, knows nothing about F1 before 2009. Well, apparently, so we now all know. However, knows that the Sea of Tranquility is not on the moon. No, it's not, apparently. Yes, I was watching that yesterday, shouting at the screen, going, "You numpty." Of course, the Sea of Tranquility's on the moon. Jesus Christ, just that annoyed me, that question. That really, but anyway, yeah, so there you go. Yes. If you do another Alva or Tomo impersonation, you might get taken down. That's quite true. So I will not do another Alva or Tomo impersonation. What? What? Welcome. Welcome. What? So there you go. Not happening. Sorry. Go somewhere else for your entertainment, because I'm just not doing it. No. I feel like these Hookster Talks are just a Lonely Hearts video gone wrong. I quite agree with you. Josh. Almost forgot his name then. That's the P. See, it's gone round to the back again. You have to wait till it comes round again, and I'll remember what his name is. So yeah, I quite agree with you, Josh. I think these are just a Lonely Hearts gone wrong. Yes, absolutely. Poor sad Dave sitting here talking to a bear at 52 years old. 52 years old. And all I've got to look forward to these days is me talking to a bear. He's not even a real bear. He's like a stuffed one. Yes. Leave the glasses alone, TB. Leave. Stop it now. Go back over there. We don't need you. We got 7 viewers. We don't need you anymore. Your history. Just go away. They're all looking at the Hookster now, so that's it. Just Okay, Rennie, bring you on. We need you. What the feck is that? No idea. Dave will be able to explain. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I do well on dating sites. I really do. Yes. As in terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yes. Some of the people I match with, I actually wonder if they are actually humans. Yes, because they certainly don't look it. No, certainly don't look it. But there you go. That's another story for another time. Not now. Maybe on another stream. What else we got? Thanks for the mention, Dave. Class act through and through. Thank you also for the recent comment again, please. Rare sight to see positive mentions. No problem, mate. No problem whatsoever. Glad to have you along. I say you've been one of my persistent members there for quite a few years now, I do believe. Yes, quite a few years. So well done to you. Well done for sticking with me because everyone else didn't. No, they all left me. No, they all left me years ago. Yes, all my originals. I've only got a few left now. I think there's you and Mr. Poochie Head and a couple of others, but all the rest they went, nah, can't be bothered, mate. Can't be bothered. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. What's that? Member? No, I'm cancelling that, mate. No, 99p a month. That's far too expensive. I'm cancelling that, and I'm gone. Goodbye. So yeah, this live chat is getting out of hand a bit. Yes, it is, which is what I like to see. Absolutely great. Always stay how you are, never change. Oh, don't worry, sir. I'm never, ever, 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 ever gonna change whatsoever. It's not gonna happen. No, sorry. I am who I am, and nothing's gonna change that. And I will not be changed. And you know, even if this big company comes along and says, Dave, we'll sponsor you. We'll sponsor you, and you know, it won't happen. It won't happen because I will not be downtrodden to that sort of level. That sort of level. Anyway, do you like these glasses? Yeah, get these from Specsavers. Brilliant company, I have to say. Yeah, they do great glasses. So if you want a pair, then nip off to your nearest Specsavers and get yourself a pair of glasses just like these. Yeah, you can get them on a prescription now, £68. If you want to go higher than that, though, you have to pay the rest of the cost. But I'll tell you what, these glasses, they're great, absolutely great. Yeah, I've got two pairs, one for seeing. No, they're for seeing and they're for reading. So if you want finally thing glasses, go to Specsavers. Now, it is true that every couple of weeks you have to get your screwdriver out and actually keep doing up the screws because they do keep coming undone on these Specsaver glasses. But apart from that, they are quality, absolute quality, and I highly recommend them. And this little section was in no way sponsored by Specsavers whatsoever because I will not be downtrodden like that. But yeah, get yourself some glasses. They're great, as in not. Wowzers, says F1 Will, or Will F1. Yes, wowzers me trousers. Dave, do you have an important message for Boris Johnson? I do have an important message for Boris Johnson. Now, if anyone doesn't know this, I am actually a Conservative. Yes, always vote Conservative. But I have to say, Boris Johnson, you are the biggest plum pot on the planet right now. And you have made a terrible horse's ass of the past 18 months. You really have. You really have. You've had completely the wrong people underneath you, completely the wrong people who have gone on during a worldwide pandemic to have affairs, to break the rules by going to Bernard Castle to have their eyesight tested because they think that their COVID may have affected their eyesight. And just everyone in your departments seems to have been in this pandemic for themselves, not for the general public. The general public, who I do have to say, pay your wages, pay taxes. Yes, no, they've all been in it for themselves. And they've done a terrible, terrible job in England about the last 18 months of this pandemic. So Boris Johnson, if you're watching, and I know you probably are because you are a fan of the Hookster Talks, you are a complete and utter cockwomble of the highest regard. Yes. And in fact, I would suggest to you, sir, that you need to leave your department and let someone else. I can't think of anyone else who'd want to take the job over, but you need to leave the department purely based on what you've done in the past 18 months. Purely. The comment I liked the most from you, Boris, was the one where you said, "Let the bodies pile high." That was my one that really endured myself to you, Boris. And I think a lot of the general public really sort of took a shine to you after you said that, because a lot of people have forgotten, I think, that a lot of people have died during this pandemic, and every one of those people have relatives, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, anything like that. So to say let the bodies pile high is completely irresponsible of you, Boris, completely irresponsible. And personally, I think you should have gone at that point, but he's still here. So there you go. And I noticed there's now a reshuffle of his government, which he's done. I mean, most of them have either gone or gone on to have affairs with other people. And I'd just like to say another thing as well in regards to all of this, and that's the that's the vaccine. Of course, everyone knows that the person who got the biggest contract to do the vaccine was the brother of the one that Matt Hancock was banging. Yeah, banging, like having sexual relations violently or vigorously every night. That one. The brother of that got the biggest vaccine contract. Yeah. So it just goes to show that if you shaft someone, you really do get what you want in the end. Yeah, you really, really do. So well done to the British government for their handling of the pandemic, which is still ongoing. It hasn't gone away. But yeah, thumbs up from me, Boris. Thumbs up from me. You've done a brilliant job. And long may you continue for another 2 terms. I don't know. But yeah, seriously, joking aside, it's been an absolute disaster. Absolute disaster. I like the fact that Boris said that, he's been making sure that he's been helping everyone. Helping everyone. Well, I'd just like to say, in the defense of that ever since this pandemic started, I've had diddly squat in help. Absolutely zero. Zero, zero, zero. So where this helping everyone has come from, I've no idea. But it's just typical, really, of not really a conservative government. Any government these days, well, if we can forget about it, then we will. And that's exactly what they've done. So that's my message, my personal message to Mr. Boris Johnson, who is a complete and utter cockwomble. Please just stand down and let someone else do the job now, because unfortunately, you were the wrong prime minister for a pandemic. Just as Winston Churchill was the best prime minister during wartime, you unfortunately were the opposite, and you were the wrong prime minister for a time of a pandemic. Yes, but there you go. Okay, that's it. Rant over. Dave, would you ever consider doing a watch along for the British Grand Prix? Because I know you watch Channel 4 coverage. Yeah, that would be the British Grand Prix. It's the only one that's live, isn't it? Yeah, I would consider that next year. I would, yes. Oi, Davey boy. Hello, the Bobster. How you doing, sir? How you doing? I'm doing absolutely fine. It's my Russian friend. Hello, he says, Dave. How are you doing? How are you doing? A whole year spent on F2. I know, it was ridiculous. It really was. It took me ages to do that video. Will F1 says, Veloci are a complete disgrace. Yes, they are. I like that one where they did the fake Alexander Albon video. I just watched that and I thought, what was the point? To be honest, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. What was the point? But there you go. But you're still 13. Yes, I am still 39. Still 39 years old and winning championships. Fantastic. You and Toto Wolff, beasts. Yes, we are. Toto Wolff, the Terminator. Boris Johnson acts like a complete buffoon. Yeah, he does. He is a comedy prime minister. I still remember him on we've got a show over here called Have I Got News for You? And I still remember him on that. He was just a complete blithering idiot. Everybody was laughing at him, not with him. That was the main sort of concern. And so, yeah, that wasn't good. And then, of course, he became the mayor of London, and everyone thought, yeah, well, that's not too bad. And then, of course, he became the prime minister, and everyone was like, are you sure? Are you really sure? I mean, it was just unfortunate that his term of office sort of coincided with the pandemic. There was a little bit of a gap, but not much. And yeah, it's just not been good. Boris Johnson is worthy for beer consumption only. I agree. I'm sure Boris Johnson always watches. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. Here's a fascinating fact for you. I once wrote a letter to the Prime Minister. Not Boris Johnson. It was, who was it at the time? That greasy little git. What was his name? The Labour one. Can't remember. But I actually wrote a letter to the Prime Minister, and I got a reply as well. Not from the Prime Minister, but from his office. And they did actually look into it for me, so I give them props for that. Who the hell was it? That greasy git with black hair. Labour Prime Minister. Tony Blair, that was it. Tony Blair. I wrote a letter once to Tony Blair and got a reply. I've still got the letter somewhere. I can't dig it out one day. He's got the appropriate hairstyle. Yes, he has. Boris Johnson absolutely has to be sacked. Yes. Phenomenal rant, and 1000%. From the other side of the Severn Bridge and Welsh one is also a knob. Yeah, absolutely, Scott. Absolutely. He just, as I say, he was just completely the wrong Prime Minister for a pandemic. He would have been, if there was no pandemic, I think he would have been okay, because who did he take over from? It was Theresa May, wasn't it? She was pretty useless, has to be said. So I think with no pandemic, he would have been okay, because everyone would have, he just got on with his job and everyone would have completely ignored him, basically. So he would have been okay. But of course, the pandemic put everything into the spotlight, and he was just hopeless. Really was hopeless. And for the English public, I feel so sorry, especially with that muppet in charge. I know, he is. Shall I tell you a secret? My name's not Bob. Really, Bob? Oh my goodness, you heard it here first on Hookster Talks. His name is not really Bob. Wow, what could his name be then? I've no idea. Thoughts on Niren, FNG, Kieran and Hayden. Okay. Niren, I haven't really got any thoughts about. So, I still follow Niren. So, yeah, I mean, we haven't had any problems. So I'm not going to sort of say anything bad against him, because I say we've never had a problem. So there's not really much I can say about that. Kira, let's move on now, shall we? And Hayden Gullis, vacuous, absolutely vacuous. Hayden Gullis, there you go. That's the only word I can describe him. Absolutely vacuous, really horrible, absolutely horrible. Say no more. I could go into a little rant now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it there. So there's my one-word description of Hayden Gullis. Vacuous. Hello, Mr. HRD. Welcome to the stream, sir. But Boris did headbutt a German in the groin of a football game. That's true, he did. He did. So he gets points for that. Hello, father. Hello, sir. Finally made it and at home. Well done, sir. Well done. I reckon 99% of people chose Boris for the banter. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. They're all useless. Yes, they are. What did I miss now? You missed tons of stuff. But do England want Sucker Starmer in charge? Well, no, definitely not. We don't want Starmer. I mean, that's the thing about Keir Starmer that a lot of people sort of don't remember, and that is that he was a great supporter of Jimmy Savile. Yeah. Look it up on Google if you don't believe me, but yes, because this was the time when Jimmy Savile was still unknown as to what he was doing, unknown. So yeah, he was a great supporter of Jimmy Savile, was Keir Starmer. They've sort of glossed over that, I noticed, in politics, about the fact that he was. They don't mention it very often. I wonder why. But yes, so we certainly don't want Keir Starmer in charge of the country. I with Brexit and all that bullshit, which, by the way, I voted to remain in the EU, I didn't see a point of leaving. So everything that's happened now, I still don't see. I mean, surely they must have known that this was going to happen with like food shortages. Surely they must have known this was going to happen. So they've only got themselves to blame, really, haven't they? So yeah, I just don't see the point. So we don't want Keir Starmer in charge anyway. But to be honest, I really can't see anyone who could do the job. That's why Boris is still doing it, because there just isn't anyone else to take it over, is there? No, So well done to Boris, because who else wants the job? Boris doesn't even want the job, does he? He keeps complaining because he gets so low paid. He doesn't even want the job. So well done to Boris. Oh my goodness, it's Mr. Dominic Orlando and he's donated £2. Well done, sir. Dave looking extra smexy today. Stinky Baby says hi. Well, hello, a special shout out to Dominic Orlando, especially for giving me some cash. Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Looking extra sexy. Well, thank you. I try my best. I did put my eyeliner on and my makeup, and perhaps you can see it, in the light. I do try my best to look smart for you, Mr. Dominic Orlando. Anyway, thanks so much for that. HRD had to ditch Mrs. HRD, unfortunately. Have to wait until tomorrow. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, sir. And he's now piss poor as well. Oh, the Bobster says, hi, Dom. Say hello to the Bobster, Dom. Thoughts on Aldous, TRL Limitless, and Mr. Rules, and when he actually signed with Nissan engines on Grand Prix Manager 2. Hi, Bobster, says Dom. Jesus saves. Yes, he does. Okay. Aldous. I have to say, he does seem quite knowledgeable about Formula One. Whether he just gets that off of Google, I don't know, but he seems quite knowledgeable. But he does just look and sound too much like Gordon Ramsay, and so he doesn't do it for me. Sorry, but I say he does seem quite knowledgeable. So perhaps he is, or perhaps he's just getting off Google. Don't know. But perhaps Mr. Aldous, if you're watching Hookster Talks, because I know you probably are, then send me a DM and we'll have a little chat. Yes, we'll have a little chat. Why not? Who else have we got? Mr. Rules. Well, unfortunately, Mr. Rules has now gone on to a proper job. Yes, not on YouTube. He's got a proper job. He writes for The Race, I do believe, which is a sort of internet publication which you submit articles to, and he does proper stuff on there. So unfortunately, he doesn't do much of YouTube anymore. He still does the occasional video, but not as much as he used to before, of course, because he didn't have a proper job then. So there you go. There goes Mr. Rules. So we haven't actually spoken for quite a while. Yes, so don't know what's going on there. Perhaps he's just too busy for the likes of a small timer like me anymore. Oh God, you had to mention it again, didn't you? TRL Limitless. TRL Limitless. There's not a lot I can say actually about TRL Limitless, except, well, he seems to have got most of his subscribers back that he lost due to the things that happened a little while ago. So there you go. But as for a comment, I really can't do any sort of live comment to that, to be honest, unfortunately. So we'll have to leave it there. HRD says, I need the supermodels tonight instead, but keep it a secret. Oh, lovely. Yes. Got to get those lovely supermodels in. Dave, I never heard your opinion on the Monza crash between sorry if I was already talked about. No, actually, it hasn't been talked about, Dominic, so well done. Aldous gets everything off Google. I thought he did. Yes. Just like me, part-timer. My opinion of the Monza crash. It was a racing incident. Once again, it was a racing incident. Fair and square. I think because Verstappen had come in for that long pit stop, he was annoyed. He came over team radio and said, look, shut up. Just give me the important stuff now. I just want to get on with the race. So he was definitely annoyed. So that was a given that he was annoyed. And I think a little bit of red mist come up. He saw Lewis in front of him and thought, shit, I've got to get past him. And that caused them to collide. But it was definitely just a racing incident. I can't see it any other way that you can call it but a racing incident. Yes. And it's happened many times before, especially with two drivers when they're fighting for a championship. Yes. Senna and Prost. All the time they used to do stuff like that. So it's nothing new. But there you go. Racing incident. Was biased. Wah, yes. What do you think of the new Portuguese GP racing course? I haven't actually gone round it yet, so I don't know. I might go around it in a couple of days and see how it's going, and I'll report back to you. Not a lot to talk about. Hamilton being protected as usual. Yes, entirely. Hamilton, yes, being his usual Hamilton. In fact, yes, not a lot you can say. Oh, my neck hurts. My neck hurts. Oh, I gotta go and see a doctor. Hey, Lewis, will you wear a tablecloth for us tonight? Yeah, I'm there. Put it on then. There you go. Let me post on Instagram. These designers are the best in the business. So happy and proud to be part of this, wearing a tablecloth. F1 Twitter fans are now righted again because of this. Well done. Yep. Well, that's F1 Twitter for you. Any sort of thing that happens, or they just blow each other up, don't they? It's great to watch, actually. On the game, AI absolutely adore driving it. Oh, nice one. Yeah, we'll check it out later then. Damon Hill, the blithering idiots think it might have been on purpose. Yeah. I still hate Portimao. Worst circuit I've ever driven on. Oh, okay. So I haven't had a go yet, so I'll give it a go later. I've only ever driven the one on, I think it was Grid 2, but that's not the same version, but that's the only one. Bono, my tyres. Bono, my car is damaged. Bono, have you picked up my dry cleaning, Bono? Poor Bono. What a thing to have to put up with. Lewis Hamilton in the radio. Poor Bono. Bono, you ordered my takeaway, Bono. God. I'm surprised he hasn't got his own sort of Lewis Hamilton mute switch on his headset. You know, it's like, oh God, he's speaking again. Sorry, what was that, Lewis? What was that? Sorry, no, the radio cut out, mate. Radio cut out. I didn't hear what you said. Well, F1 really liked Damon, but that was a stupid thing to say. Yes, I do agree. Will F1 likes Portimao. Wow. Remember when I was racing with you and those bloody Yanks on there in 2018? I was moaning. Yeah, I do remember that. Bloody Yanks. Yep. I'm still racing with those bloody Yanks right now, Mr. HRD. Yeah, still racing with them. Yeah. They're still beating me. Tomorrow is Damon Hill's 61st birthday. Wowzers. 61. Can't believe it. I was watching him in 96 when he won the championship. And now, well, he couldn't go around in an F1 car now at 61, could he? Well, only do a couple of laps, but he couldn't win a championship at 61, could he? Bloody hell. Cough, cough, Joseph Plantplot. Yes, Joseph Plantplot. There you go. Anyway, everyone, this has been almost the end of the stream. We're almost at the hour and a half mark. So I'd just like to say thank you very much to everyone that has joined the stream. You get a special wave from TB the Bear, TB the Bear, TB the Bear. Let's just read the final messages before we go. What's your favorite ERL race you have driven? That's definitely Russia 2016, Scott, for some curious reasons. When did HRD race with us? Sorry, I mean cough, cough. Oh, he's raced with us, the Bobster. Yeah, in 2018. Yeah, I think you may have been on one of your breaks back then. I can't remember, but yeah, he's raced with us. Lewis Hamilton complained that his neck is hurting. Oh, boo-hoo. Kurt Angle won a gold medal with a broken figure neck. If you do that, was exactly. What is Lewis's excuse? He hasn't got any. It was on 2018 on Project Cars 2. Beat everyone, though. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, there you go, Bobster. It was Project Cars 2. That was when we were in, I think, I was with Jeffy, I think, in doing one of his leagues. Yeah, on Project Cars 2. Russia, because Joseph Plant got taken out by the bear. Yes, he did. Yes. He liked it, really. I'm sure he did. He liked it, really. Those late nights in 2018, then one time in 2017 and F1 2017 with Joss. Yep. I remember those well. Those late nights still continue as well. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching tonight. I'm going to go through the people that have been watching to say thank you. Thanks to Greg McPherson, Daft Cousins, the Moaning Yorkshireman, Helium Trophy, Matthew D'Souza, Will F1, Mr. Poochie Head, of course, Scott Barnes, Champ 92. Who else have we had? Just going through. My Russian friend, who I can't pronounce the name. I do apologize, but thank you, sir. Who else have we got? The Bobster. And, of course, Mr. Dominic Alando. Mr. Dominic Alando, thank you, sir. Mr. HRD, of course, the hill race driver. Check him out on his YouTube channel. He's great. The Bobster, I think I just said the Bobster. And I think that's everybody. Yes, it is. And the Bobster says Bat Bear rules. Yeah. Boo to the Bat Bear. Boo to the Bat Bear. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always. And as always, I will catch you in the next video. Thank you. You get a little wave from TB. Bat Bear sucks, but Daddy's better. Yes, there you go. Bat Bear sucks. That's official from the hill race driver. There you go. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in to me basically waffle on for an hour and a half of complete and utter balls. And as I say, if Boris is watching, then please feel free to watch that little announcement that I made to him, because I'm sure he'll enjoy it. Sure he'll enjoy it. Take care, Dave and TB. Yes, thank you, Scott. Bat Dad is me, technically. Yes, that's quite right. He is. Or you are, I should say. Anyway, thank you, everyone. Thank you. You've been awesome as always. And I'll catch you. There's a video tomorrow. Yes, there is. So I will catch you in the next video. Say hello to Cartman Jordan for me. Yeah, I will do, mate. I will. Cartman Jordan's back tomorrow. Yes. In case anyone doesn't know, my 2021 career mode is actually with Cartman Jordan again, but it's in secret. It's in secret. Nobody knows about it. Yes. So I secretly disguise it as something else. So there you go. And on that bombshell, yes. And on that bombshell, good night. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. Awesome. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Yes, because I'm so needy. So needy. Yes. So like and subscribe and think about becoming a channel member for 99. No, it's right. Just forget it now. We don't need it. We don't need that, do we? No. Okay. Ta-ta, everyone. Ta-ta. Catch you later. Bye-bye.